Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ryland Hunter. I'm your Saskatchewan Party candidate for Saskatoon, Meewasin. And welcome to the Saskatchewan Party's big Honkin Rally for a strong Saskatchewan. I must tell you, I'm pretty jealous of you all right now in your cars. I don't know if you noticed the wind blow away my sheets, but it's pretty cool out here. I hope you're all comfortable. We had one of these in Regina yesterday, and let me tell you, we had a great turnout out there. But as we've been known to do in Saskatoon, I'd say we one-upped our neighbors to the south again, and this rally is even bigger and better. Now, there'll be lots of opportunities to honk, and seeing as how we're all polite Saskatchewan people, I know most of you have probably never honked your horn before, and in fact, I heard quite a few hesitant honks out there, so I just want to warm you up, and let's hear everybody all together, one loud one. Perfect. I think we've got it now. That's great. Now, as you know, or as you can tell, pardon me, this isn't your typical election rally, but then again, this hasn't been your typical election. Let's be honest, this hasn't been a typical year. I know for my family, it's meant changes to how we operate our business, changes to the way we work, to how we play, changes to how we interact with friends and family, and even changes to how we do basic errands like getting groceries. And I know it's been the same for your families. It's been different, and it's been difficult at times, but through it all, I'm so grateful for the one constant we've had in Saskatchewan. Strong, steady leadership that has provided clear guidance and direction to our province. That constant has been our Premier, Scott Moe. All things considered, Saskatchewan is doing very well, both in terms of controlling the virus and reopening our economy. But I've noticed something, and I suspect you have too. Like any good Saskatchewanian, you will never hear our Premier taking any of the credit for this. He gives all the credit to you, the people of Saskatchewan. And he should. You have made the sacrifices, you followed the instructions, and together we're getting through this. But today, I want to say thank you, Scott Moe. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for everything you've done to lead Saskatchewan through the pandemic and for leading the strongest economic recovery in Canada. And at the start of this campaign, he asked the question, who do you trust to lead Saskatchewan's economic recovery? I trust Scott Moe. Scott Moe is the Premier we needed this year throughout this uncertain time. He is the Premier we need today, and he's the Premier we need for 4 Moe years. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give me a big honkin' welcome to our leader, our Premier, and our friend, Premier Scott Moe.
can go down. Hello, Marv. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so very much for coming to another huge campaign event for our party in this election campaign, and welcome to the Saskatoon Big Honkin Rally. Well, I want to know how everyone's doing today. I want to know if you're ready to get it done. Are you ready for us to bring this election home? Give me a honk if you are. Let's hear all of you. Well, thank you, Ryland Hunter, our candidate for Saskatoon-Meewasin. Thank you for that introduction, and thank you for everything that you are doing in your bid to be the Saskatchewan Party MLA for that constituency. Ryland mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the traditional kind of campaign rally. This hasn't been the traditional kind of campaign or year in any way. A lot of things have been very different. Look at us here today. But here's what hasn't changed. The hard work and the dedication, the commitment of our Saskatchewan Party candidates and our volunteers, all of you out here. Your commitment to making Saskatchewan a better place, to build a stronger province of Saskatchewan, and to re-electing a strong Saskatchewan majority government, that has not changed. Thank you so very much for everything that you have done. All of you are the reason this campaign is going so well. We're now in the home stretch. We're in the last weekend. People are voting and have voted across the province, and they are voting for a strong recovery and a strong Saskatchewan. All of you, each of you, have done so very much over the last 4 years, and more particularly over the last 4 weeks, to get the Saskatchewan Party into the strong position that we're in here today. And now we have just 3 more days. So I'm going to ask you to do just a little bit more. Keep delivering our message. Keep talking about our Saskatchewan Party plan. Keep working to earn the voters' support. And most importantly, keep working to get everyone out to the polls. This year it is election week, not election day. And if we continue to do that, I think we are going to look forward to a very good result come Monday night. On the day this campaign started, I asked the voters of this province a very simple but a very important question. Who do you trust to lead Saskatchewan's economic recovery? Who do you trust? Do you trust the Saskatchewan Party, who is running on our record? Or do you trust the NDP, who is running from their record? Do we go forward into a bright, promising, prosperous future, or do we go back to the dark days of the NDP? Today, there are 170,000 more people that are living in this province than there were in 2007. That's nearly the entire east side of this city of Saskatoon. Under the NDP, we lost jobs, we lost people, and we lost opportunities to other provinces in Canada. We lost an entire generation. That was my generation, and I don't ever want to go back to that. Thankfully, today we have the second best job creation record in Canada. The NDP had the worst job creation record in Canada. Today we are building new hospitals, new schools, and new highways. The NDP, they shut them down. We built 57 new schools. The NDP closed 176 schools. We have built 15 new seniors care homes in this province. The NDP shut in 1,200 beds for our seniors, for our family members. We are building new hospitals, including the Jim Pattison Hospital right here in the city of Saskatoon. The NDP closed 52 hospitals in Saskatchewan. We are hiring teachers. 1,300 teachers are working in our schools. More teachers are working in our schools than in 2007. And the NDP, when they had the chance, they fired 400 teachers in this province and sent them to other areas of Canada. We are bringing in doctors, 900 doctors, 3,800 nurses into Saskatchewan. The NDP lost hundreds of doctors and nurses. The Saskatchewan Party has a record of growth. The NDP has nothing but a record of decline. And that is why Ryan Miley doesn't want to talk about the NDP record very much. Actually, I don't blame him. If that was our record, I wouldn't want to talk about it either. But it isn't our record. Our record is one of growth. Our record is one of more people, more jobs, and more opportunity for us and that next generation. Our record is one of building hospitals, building schools, building highways, building a strong economy and a stronger Saskatchewan. That is our record. That is your record. And I'm happy to talk about it all day long. Our record in this province is also one of standing up for Saskatchewan people, standing up to the federal government if necessary, standing up for our energy industry and for more pipelines in this nation, and yes, standing against a Trudeau carbon tax. And once again, this is not the NDP record. This isn't Ryan Miley's record either, and he certainly doesn't want to talk about this. He doesn't want to talk about the time that he said that he applauds the Trudeau carbon tax. He doesn't want to talk about the time that he called our fight against that Trudeau carbon tax a pointless crusade. And he certainly doesn't want to talk about the time that he attacked hundreds of hardworking Saskatchewan energy workers and he called them anti-Semitic. I wouldn't want to talk about that either if that was our record. But again, thankfully, that isn't our record. Our record is one of standing up for Saskatchewan people, standing up for Saskatchewan families every single time we are asked to do so. And I'm very proud to talk about our record, and I hope that each of you are as well. So again, who do you trust to lead Saskatchewan's economic recovery? The party of growth or the party of decline? A party that stands up for Saskatchewan people or the party that gives in to Trudeau? The party that safely has reopened our economy or the NDP who wanted to keep everything shut down? This year we faced a challenge like nothing that we have ever seen before. And together, all of us across this great province, we met that challenge. During our response to COVID-19, more Saskatchewan people were able to keep working safely than in any other province in the nation of Canada. And thanks to you, and thanks to all of the people in this province, we were able to reopen more quickly and more safely than just about anywhere else in the country. And today, we have the lowest unemployment rate in the nation of Canada. The NDP did not think this was possible. They did not have faith in Saskatchewan people. They wanted to shut down more. They wanted to shut it down longer. And they wanted it to stay shut down. So again, who do you trust to lead Saskatchewan's economic recovery? The Saskatchewan Party that reopened swiftly and safely, or the NDP who wanted to stay shut down? So I hope, yes, voters are going to compare our records during this campaign, and even more importantly, I hope that they look at and compare the plans that we have put forward. The Saskatchewan Party has a plan for a strong economic recovery. The NDP does not. The Saskatchewan Party has a plan to make life more affordable for everyone in this province. The NDP does not. The Saskatchewan Party has a plan for a growing and prosperous Saskatchewan, and the NDP does not. The Saskatchewan Party has a plan for strong, responsible financial management and a balanced budget by 2024. The NDP has no plan to balance the budget ever here in Saskatchewan. They actually have no idea what their platform even costs. We had to do a little bit of that work for them. The NDP platform actually has $4 billion in uncosted spending in it, which was news to Ryan Miley when I helpfully pointed this out to him during the leaders' debate. When I asked Mr. Miley, I said, how are you going to pay for this? He didn't have an answer because he has no intention of paying for it. You will, through higher taxes. Or at least that's what would happen if an NDP government NDP party ever formed government in this province. So here's some good news. Us here today, we're not going to let that happen. Saskatchewan voters across this province, they're not going to let that happen. Because voters have a chance. They have a chance to choose something completely different. To choose a strong economy, strong communities, strong families, and to choose a stronger Saskatchewan. You in this province can choose a party with a plan for a strong recovery, a plan that makes life more affordable for everyone. The Saskatchewan Party will introduce a new home renovation tax credit, saving you up to $2,100 on the cost of your home renovations. We will cut your power bill by 10%, saving families, saving small businesses, saving farms, schools, and recreational facilities hundreds of dollars this year. We will help families with the costs of kids' sports and other activities through our Active Families benefit. And we will help students with the cost of their tuition by raising the Saskatchewan Advantage Scholarship from $500 to $750, a 50% increase. We will help low-income seniors by increasing the seniors' income plan to $360 a month. In fact, that benefit right there will now be 4 times what it was when we formed government in 2007. That is after the NDP, through 16 years, 16 budgets, made a choice to not raise the seniors' income plan one thin dime, not once, not ever. We are going to help those people, those families that are living with diabetes, by covering the cost of continuous glucose monitoring for children and covering the cost of insulin pumps for everyone. We will help the parents of children with autism by extending the individualized funding for kids up to the age of 12 years old. And we will help communities with the cost of their rinks and their legions. We are also going to drive our economic recovery in this province by cutting the small business tax. We will continue building a stronger Saskatchewan by continuing to invest $7.5 billion over the next 2 years to build more hospitals, build more schools, and build more highways to keep our families safe across Saskatchewan. All of these measures will help us drive a strong economic recovery in this province. All of these measures will make life more affordable for students, for seniors, for families, for everyone that lives here. So who do you trust to lead Saskatchewan's economic recovery? The Saskatchewan Party has a record of growth. The NDP Party has a record of decline. The Saskatchewan Party has a plan for a strong recovery. The NDP Party has a plan that would grind that recovery to a screeching halt. The Saskatchewan Party, who has a plan to make life more affordable for all of us, or the NDP who have a plan that would drive up taxes for everyone. The Saskatchewan Party plan is fully costed, and it will mean a balanced budget by 2024. The NDP plan failed to account for $4 billion in reckless spending, and they have no plan to ever balance the budget here in this province. So who do you trust to lead Saskatchewan's economic recovery? Well, friends, as we approach the end of this election campaign, the choice couldn't be more clear. A strong economy, strong communities, and strong families. That is our plan for a strong Saskatchewan. So all of us here today and all of us across this province, let's keep working hard from now until Election Day. So all of us here again today and across this province, let's keep working hard to earn the trust of Saskatchewan voters. And on Monday, let's re-elect a strong Saskatchewan party government for a strong province of Saskatchewan. Thank you to each of you for all that you have done for this party, what you have done for this province. God bless the great province of Saskatchewan. Thank you very much for coming today. Thank you, everybody. Come on, Riley.
Perfect. If that doesn't get you fired up, I don't know what will. Thank you all so much for coming today. Please be safe leaving. Let's work hard. Let's finish this off. Have a great day. Thank you so much.